Well, hello, my YouTube family. Um, four down, people. Four down, and one more to go. One more to go. Do y'all see my arm? I don't understand what I don't know if you can see it, but I am breaking out in, of all places, my arm. Like right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably can't. They're like little mini bumps. It's been happening every single day. And then when I get home, it goes away. It's when I get to work. It must be an airborne situation. I don't know what it is, but it affects only one arm. This arm, perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it. This arm breaks out. Then I have to put some like shea butter on it, and that's the only thing that kind of stops the itching. It's not like I'm sitting next to poison ivy or anything. I'm not rubbing up against anything. I don't know what it is. There's that. Then there's this. It's a great shade. Great shade if only it would A, stay this way, B, just a slight bit more shiny. I was hoping for just a little bit more gloss to this. This is more of like a cream sheen-ish kind of a formula. And what I am referring to is the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. As for the whole plumping situation, there's barely a bee sting effect going on here. Like, it's a slight tingle and then it goes away. So I have to say I'm slightly disappointed with this. I lined my lips with Clinique Quick Liner for Lips in Black Amber. There you go, Black Amber. Lined lightly because it's really dark. And I filled my lips with this here, Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream in my Almond Suede. The one that I was dying to have. The one that, when I swatched it, looked really great. Like, okay, let me show you again. I'm going to swatch. Looks sensational, doesn't it? It even looks like it's got a lot of shine to it. But when you put it on your lips, the feel is nice. There's nothing wrong with the feel, but it's like very creamy, which I have really no problems with, but it doesn't stay this way. It'll stay this way for maybe 3 hours, and then it fades. It keeps your lips, no, I can't even say that. I was going to say it keeps your lips moisturized. No, it doesn't. Because when you feel your lips being dried out, that's when you know that it's fading away. So a slight disappointment on the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. Love the shade of this shade. Love it, love it, love it ever so. If only it stayed this way. It doesn't stay this way. So there's that. 4 down, 1 more to go, people. And tomorrow you won't see me because it's family dinner. So this was the last of the newbies that arrived. I wanted to show you. I didn't want to wait until next week. More likely than not, I think I know what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I'm going to wear the same thing. I'm going to wear the exact same makeup that I'm wearing now. And let me tell you what I did this morning. What I forgot to do this morning. And it's not like I was running late, but I think I was slightly preoccupied with just like thoughts. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was just, you know, when you're in your head and you just can't get out for some reason. So a normal person would, you know, moisturize your face before you start slapping makeup on, especially powder. I normally mix my moisturizer with my L'Oreal Lumi Liquid Glow highlighter. You can see every time I write it every day. I won't be writing that. That'll be skipped today. Totally, excuse me, totally forgot to moisturize my face. So I started to do the whole, concealer thing, and then I did the powder on top, and then I started to feel my face get a little tight. I said, that's strange. And then I looked down, and I said, oh, you're starting your makeup without putting your moisturizer on, Nancy. So, no, I didn't start from get-go. I just kept on going. So my face has been slightly taut and a little tight all day. It is begging, when I say begging for some moisture. And I'm not talking about sweat. I'm talking about it needs some moisture. It needs a moisturizer. Because I have dry skin to begin with. I don't know where my head was at this morning. Couldn't even begin to tell you. But I started slapping makeup on my face, and then it was like, I missed the step. Yeah, Nance. You kind of missed the step about mixing your moisturizer with your liquid your liquid highlighter. The thing that you normally start with every day. Why can't I say it's Friday yet? I can't. I really can't. I'm tired. I'm tired every day. I'm tired every day. I'm just tired. You know what I am tired about? I'm tired of this weather teasing us every single day that we're going to get rain, we're going to get rain, we're going to get rain. We've been teased about getting rain ever since Monday. Where is it? Although I did hear that it was raining a little bit this afternoon and then it stopped. Okay, that's fine. At least I was indoors. I didn't get caught in it or anything like that. But when you listen to the weather report, thunderstorms and this and that. So every day I go into my Jeep. Well, I have an umbrella here at home, and I have one. I keep one in my Jeep at all times. Big ones, not the small ones. I really need to get a small umbrella that I could just pop into my bag. Why don't I do that? I still have those big umbrellas. So there's a big umbrella here, and there's a big umbrella in the Jeep. So if it's like torrential storms as I'm walking out the door, at least I have the umbrella to go in. So now I have two umbrellas in the Jeep. And then when I come back home, I bring the other umbrella back in the house. So that's fine. But every day, when I get to work, because I don't know when this rain is going to come. Some say it's coming in the morning. Some say late in the afternoon. Late in the afternoon could be when I'm going to lunch. I don't know. So I carry it with me wherever I go, the one that's in the Jeep. I take it out of the Jeep. I go into work with it. I take it to lunch with me, and then I take it back to work with me, and then I take it back home. You know what? And it's going to happen. That one day that I don't bring it inside with me to work, when it's time for me to either leave for the day or leave to go to lunch, the umbrella will be in the Jeep. Now what you're going to do, Nance? You're going to have to run to the Jeep to get in the Jeep, already wet, with the umbrella looking at you laughing hysterically. Because it was that one time that you left it in the Jeep. This is my lot in life, people. This is my lot in life. So thankfully, Friday, tomorrow, is payday again. Because I got a phone call from you-know-who's Pet Plan Insurance. I've been letting it lapse because I've had no money. So I had to explain to the woman, I had to give her a serious sob story to the point where I thought she was actually sobbing and telling her I've fallen on hard times, and I was really going to let it lapse until I get my finances back in order, and which is partly true. It really is partly true. But what I'm going to do, because I used to pay the whole year. I used to pay the whole year in one lump sum. I can't do that now. No can do, boo-boo. So I'm going to break it up in 3 parts. I'm going to pay a little bit on Saturday, because, of course, Saturday I have to go to the bank, and pay that bill, and then pay some, you know, other bills, and that'll be that. But at least they won't let it lapse. It won't lapse at all, because they can see, okay, she's making an effort at least to pay part of it. So I'll pay part tomorrow, part next Friday, and the final payment the Friday after that. So then it'll be paid in full. So at least they can see that, oh, she's making an effort. Because I really don't want his pet insurance to lapse at all. Because knowing my luck, it'll lapse, and then he'll get sick with something or other, and then where am I going to get the money? So, yeah. People, it is hard to get back on your feet. You know, anybody could easily say, okay, I've got a job. But you have to climb out of the hole that you have already been sinking in. And it's not an overnight sensational kind of a thing. Okay, yeah, you got a job. That helps. But now you have to, all the back payments that have been sitting there waiting for you to pay, now you have to pay them. And they don't stop. They just continue. Bills keep coming. Bills keep coming. They're not going to stop. They're going to stop because you ran out of a job or your unemployment ran out. Boo-hoo. We still want our payment. So, yes, I've got a month in on this job already, which is fine, which is fantastic. The absolute luxury of it all for me is the every Friday payday. So I can climb out slowly but surely. But it is a slowly but surely process. Slowly. My FICA score went down. I mean, it's, you know, I could cry you a river big time, but I'm just going to do what I've got to do. Okay? That's just that with that upon that. Money in my savings, I'm trying, but sometimes it just doesn't pull through. So some weeks I can, some weeks I can't. But it is what it is, people. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm still breathing. I still have my health. I still have my life. My baby is thankfully okay. Nothing's wrong with him. So, you know, knock on wood. Knock on wood. So, okay. I do love this shade so ever so much. It looks great now. I like the way it looks on me now. But it's not going to stay that way. It doesn't stay that way all day. It eventually dries out and it fades. And I don't have time in this job, especially since I'm on camera, to, you know, oh, I think I'm just going to, you know, take out my purse and just, I sometimes do that in the morning. Sometimes I'll forget to put my lipstick on in the Jeep as I park the car. As I park it, you know, I park it because I get there earlier. I start at 8:15, but sometimes I get there 10 to 8. So I sit in my Jeep and I'm finished reading my book, that book that I was telling you about, Switcheroo. I'm almost finished. And I'll put my lip gloss or lipstick on then. But there are days when I'm so into the book or whatever, and my lips are already moisturized from chapstick or Carmex, that I forget that, oh, damn, I forgot to put my lipstick on. So then I'll get to my desk after punching in and all of that, and then I'll put my lipstick or lip gloss on. But I'd rather do it in the Jeep, you know what I mean? Because nobody needs to know my business. Nobody really needs to know. Nobody cares. Nobody needs to know. So that's my life. That's what's happening with me. Okay, people. So enough of that. Family dinner is at Cheesecake Factory tomorrow. I'm hoping I've got enough funds to get me through that Cheesecake Factory. I do have enough funds, but I wanted to go to the bank to take out some money so I can just be comfortable with the amount of money and then go to dinner tomorrow. Now, there was supposed to be a Capital One bank near where I work. Looked it up and everything, and I was like, oh, okay. And the guy who normally covers for me on Wednesday, is it Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. No. Yeah, yesterday. The guy who covers for me on Wednesday. He said, oh, yeah, it's not too far from here, so you'll be able to make it. So I said, okay, I'm going to test it out after work today. 5 o'clock. Put the address in my GPS system. I got there, and I'm looking, and I don't see a Capital One bank, no how, no way, nowhere. I'm like, well, where is it? I ran past where I was supposed to be. I made a turn, looked back again, don't see it. It would have been just perfect if I could just go in, get the money. Then I don't have to worry about the amount of money that I have now because I have a little extra. I'm going to try again tomorrow. But of course, Nancy, you only have 45 minutes to get to lunch. But that's just it. I don't have enough money for both lunch and the dinner because Cheesecake Factory is not really that cheap. You know what I mean? So I want to withdraw enough money for at least dinner so I could at least have a good lunch and then not worry about dinner. But if I can't find it, then you're not going to eat lunch and you're just going to save the money for dinner. And honey, you will be starving by then. This is my life. This is my life. This is my lot in life. These are the cards I've been dealt. So I just have to do what I do. Okay? I have to understand that when I start bitching and moaning like this, I have to put it in perspective that there are a lot of people in a lot more difficult situations than just this, than what I'm bitching and moaning about. Sure, it's difficult for me because it's me, but there are people who have it a lot worse than I do. So when I start to think that way, then I shut up. Because it's like, what are you bitching about? What about those families who were separated by their kids? And it's been, what, weeks and months now since they've been separated? And I heard that one kid already died? And you're bitching about what? So that's when I zip the lip. You've got it rather good compared to some others. So yeah, that's how I start to think. It makes me feel a little bit better about myself. A little worse because I started bitching and moaning, but a little better because, yeah, Nancy, you have it a lot better than some other people. So be thankful for that. And on that note, people, I really have nothing else to say. See, it's already fading. Like the shine is already fading. It doesn't last that long. It doesn't last that long. And I'm wearing it again tomorrow because it goes with what the clothes. I actually picked out the clothes that I'm going to wear for tomorrow's family dinner. So it'll go with what I'm wearing. And that's just that with that upon that, people. Okay, so I love you. I love my YouTube family. Oh, wait a minute. Sit down. Last night's Real Housewives of New York. Let's discuss. Let us discuss the situation of what is going on with Dorinda, Luann, Bethany, and Carol. And oh, by the way, did you hear the latest? That Carol won't be in next season's Real Housewives because she got fired. Something to that effect. But apparently, Bethany opened her big mouth and said, Her quitting, that's kind of a false statement. Those aren't her exact words. I'm not quoting her. But she's basically telling us that she did not quit. She got fired. So, you know, Bethany, for a person who really wants to have Carol's friendship back, you're really not the one to open your mouth about her business. This is all I'm saying. I can't wait to see this reunion because I highly doubt that Carol and Bethany are going to be sitting next to each other on the same couch. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. So, and she plays with my emotions because one minute I am really pissed off at her, like the last time I was talking about her, pissed the hell off. She used to be my girl. She's not my girl no more. And then there's this conversation that she has with Dorinda when Dorinda went off on Luann, and then the next day Dorinda felt badly about it, and she's talking to Bethany about it, and Bethany is comforting her. And I'm like, that's the Bethany. That's the Bethany that I like. That's the one. Why can't she be like that all the time? Not in this season. This season, I don't know what is her problem. But this season, she's not my girl. She's, no. But last night when she was comforting Dorinda, I said, okay, see, that and she's tugging with my emotions. Like 1 minute, bitch, I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And next minute, it's like, see, that's the Bethany that I love. That's the one. She's telling, you know, Dorinda that, you know, Luann, of course, knows that you love her. And, you know, you two have to work it out and this, and that. But the advice that she's given Dorinda about Luann, she should be taking upon herself with Carol. So what the hell? We can give advice, but when it comes to taking the advice, it's a whole different ball of wax. And I get it, because I do the same thing. I consider myself a great person to give advice to, because I'm extricated from the situation, so I can see both sides of whatever situation there is. But if I'm in a situation and somebody tries to give me advice about it, I either take it or I don't. So, even though they may see the best for me, I may choose to ignore that and want to do it on my own. Sometimes you need a little help. Sometimes you do need a little help. Then there was the boat ride from hell. They thought that the boat, because the weather started to change and the water started to get really choppy, and even production had to be put to a halt because the boat was getting so out of hand. People were bouncing back and forth. Carol was throwing up. Bethany was holding her hair. I mean, it was just like, what in God's name is going on here? So, yeah. So that was last night's Real Housewives episode. It was rather interesting. It was rather interesting. I really can't wait to see the reunion. I really cannot wait to see the reunion of this show. But next Sunday, yeah, this upcoming Sunday, is the season finale of Real Housewives of Potomac. Hunty. Oh, there's going to be some words being exchanged. That's all I have to say about that. And then their reunion is going to happen. Can't wait to see that one. Okay, so that is it. That is all. Now I'm done. I think I'm done now. I've said everything I've had to say. I need to say everything to you now because tomorrow you won't see me. So I need to make sure that I'm telling you everything that I need to tell you. And it's almost going on half an hour. I think I'm done. Let me know what you think about this. I mean, it's really on my lips, but better at this point. But I really wish it would stay this sheen and shiny. It really doesn't. I think you can actually see it fading throughout this video. That's just me. So that is it. That is all, people. I want you all to have a wonderful weekend, safe weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about everything I've talked about. Let me know what you think about if you saw Real Housewives of New York. What do you think? And I will see you on Monday. Okay, God willing. Knock on wood. All right. I love you. Have a good weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. Mwah! Bye now.